speeds are about 25, 30 miles an hour, and it might be an opportunity here for that pit maneuver to happen. Oh, there was another attempt just there of a spike strip. You saw it briefly come out from those trees, and the driver evaded it, it looked like, but they're still trying to get all the tires popped on this vehicle and try to bring it to an end that way.
Oh, man, and he's still going. But at least the speeds have gone down considerably. It's slowly coming to an end at one point or another. Shortly, we suspect, I mean, this is the end of it. But he's running on those rims, and eventually those rims are going to start sparking, and that could happen any moment now.
Yeah, the rear right is definitely shot. So you've got for sure the front right and rear right. Haven't been on the left side of the vehicle to see, but it's going to be difficult with at the most 2 good tires. Yeah, that looks like a Honda, Gil, and it. Is it a front-wheel drive? It's going to be a no-wheel drive in a minute here. This car's just not going to move much more than. And I mean, what are the speeds now? Down to 20 miles an hour, And just so fortunate, this driver was moving so quickly on surface streets with reckless disregard for others on the road. It's a small miracle he wasn't involved in an accident up until this point, the way the driving was going. And it's just so frustrating to see it, particularly on surface streets and at night. And in downtown Los Angeles, where there's a crowd of people tonight for a major event, the basketball game at Crypto. So LAPD biding their time here and letting this car try and work itself out here down to the rims and to where the car just won't move anymore.
And Gil, we've been seeing just the sheer amount, the sheer force of police that are behind him. I mean, it's like 10 cars, 10 police cruisers at least.
It really is. It's a lot of officers for a pursuit like this. For a stolen vehicle, I thought, wow, that's very interesting. But when they said armed and dangerous, that made more sense. So they're going to stay in this to the end. 3 of the 4 tires are popped at this point. So he's really down to a rim on the front right side and possibly the same in the back now. So we'll see. He's going to make this right turn. He's been keeping this pattern here multiple times, turning on these streets in this area. So he's staying pretty consistent with that pattern of turning in this area.
And you see, as he turns there, going right through the stop sign, the motorist was aware of what was coming up behind him and was able to get over and get out of the way. You had 3 passengers that foot bailed on 2 separate occasions here. 2 jumped out on the first stop, 1 jumped out on the second stop. We've been following this now for the better part of 45 minutes. This has been on surface streets for the duration of our time over this pursuit, and a very dangerous, volatile mix of dangerous driving, and obviously you have darkness and you have a congested area in downtown Los Angeles. This suspect has avoided the downtown area here for the last 10 minutes or so. There's a real good look at that front right. It's nothing but rim. And it's a small, how the car is still moving at this point. These things are resilient, and we've seen many times where cars on rims can continue. It's all about the will of the suspect to get away, and how much gas is in the car, and what authorities are willing to tolerate. At this point, you've got so much congestion in the Westlake area here, adjacent to downtown Los Angeles, that it's going to be very difficult to effect any kind of pit maneuver. The roads are just too narrow. But at this point, it looks as though they're just going to bide their time and wait and see what happens with this car. And eventually, it's going to either grind to a halt or slide into either another car or into a pole or into a building or into a curb. We've seen it all in Southern California. And how this one ends is the question mark at this hour.
It's interesting. You would think that by now the suspect would have stopped, given up, whatever it is, but he keeps on, going forward and continuing this pursuit, even though his, speed is now at 20 miles per hour, barely chugging along there, but still able to continue this pursuit. And you wonder what's going on inside the car there. Is he alone? Is there another passenger that's in that car? We saw 3 passengers already foot bail that were really just ready to not be part of this chase anymore, this pursuit anymore. And here he is. Oh, it does look like there might be somebody inside.
Wow.
Yes. I can see a passenger in there now. So wearing a black and white shirt, it looks like possibly. And look at that tire in the back passenger or back driver's side. It's wobbling. That's ready to go. So really just down to one tire. It looks like the front passenger and the driver still on board here. So I heard the LAPD talking about if it comes to an end, some units will go after the passenger and some will go after the driver if they run. So that looks like we've confirmed that there is a passenger on board.
Wow. So there were a total of 5 people in this compact car moving at high speeds on surface streets and blowing through intersections with reckless abandon. 3 of those passengers jumped out. Along the way here, you still have now what sounds like 1 passenger in the front right, and you've got, of course, the driver. So there you see on screen right the first 2 passengers jumping out. There was a 3rd that jumped out sometime later. And now you've got a 4th passenger in this car with the suspect behind the wheel, considered armed and dangerous. And your guess is as good as any as to how this may end. Whether it ends peacefully or otherwise remains to be seen.
And we were talking about how, I mean, we're only now noticing 45 minutes in that there is a passenger in the front seat there. You know, we were talking, you were saying how when we have these pursuits on the freeway, we get a more static shot and the lighting's a little bit different. And instead, as we've been watching this pursuit through the downtown LA area, you know, the buildings, and as you can see, pose a bit of a challenge there to really get that close-up shot. But we did get that shot, and we're able to confirm that there is a passenger, not only from our shot, but also from the information that Gil just provided, that the LAPD is having, it has a plan on who's going to go after the passenger and who's going to go after the suspect when this does come to an end, which it certainly will, because we've got blown out tires, they're fishtailing again through an intersection, blown out tires on the front right and on the back right, I believe also on the driver's front side as well, right, Gil?
Yeah, that's right. I think it's the driver's rear tire, and then the 2 passenger tires on the right-hand side are blown or gone. The front one's definitely gone. It's on a rim, but definitely having trouble trying to make those turns. And it looks like the driver really wants to hit the gas, but when he does, he fishtails.
Yeah, and he's been moving slowly at 20, 30 miles an hour for the last several minutes as the spike strips have taken effect on this Honda, this stolen car, and the suspect with a passenger now, we know, as LAPD continues in pursuit. LAPD clearly biding time as the suspects appear to be buying time. There is no way they get away from this with that vehicle in that condition. They know it. There goes another tire that you see rolling off to the right. So now, you know, the control is going to diminish even further for the driver here, just trying desperately to buy as much time as they can before they're in custody, because this thing isn't going to last much longer. Although we said that several minutes ago, now it's down to 1 good tire. So you've got to believe that you know that the odds of continuing diminish or lengthen, depending on your parlance, for the suspect here to go much farther for much longer. As LAPD's behind him, just waiting for this thing to fall apart. Yeah,
and it's falling apart for sure. You can see that back driver's side tire almost on its way out. You know, the rubber is, you know, rolling and it looks like it's going to fall off pretty soon. Can you imagine what it sounds like driving on those rims for this long? I mean, and being in that car, hearing that, but obviously willing to, you know, withstand that kind of sound, because you're just trying to get away and trying to, as you said, buy some time before the inevitable. of being in custody. And the list is going to be the rap sheet. It's going to be so long from the, just the stolen vehicle. We don't know what happened before this. Now we're under there comes the sparks.
Wow.
And the list is long, as I was saying, of these the charges that this driver is going to face, and who knows what the passenger was involved in as well with him. So we don't know if that passenger is there on their own will or against their will. That's yet to be seen as well. But we did see some sparks. There it is, Gil. It looks like, well, how long can it go?
How long can it go? It's unbelievable to see those sparks come up now. He's really down on those rims. We saw the tire come off just a little while ago. He's got one good tire, it looks like, on the front driver's side. Here he is grinding away on that asphalt. Look at the flame or the sparks kick up there, hitting all the cars that are parked. Wow, it's unbelievable. A lot of smoke coming up. And look at that. It looks like the driver's driving on ice.
Yes.
Yeah, and in the process, destroying this car. At what point does the driver tap out? That's the question, and how this ends, and that's what we don't know. You see debris flying off this car every couple of seconds here, and just so dangerous, and obviously very little control when you're moving on a car that has one good wheel. It looks like he's lost rubber completely on the right side. That rear left looks like there's still some rubber, but that isn't going to last much longer either as it continues to wobble and flop back and forth. Look at him drifting now on the opposite side of the road and still moving. LAPD keeping their distance, Gil, and not trying to initiate sort of an aggressive move here and try and spin this car out and bring it to an end.
That's right. I think on some of those narrower streets, like you were mentioning before, they're just not able to do it. It's not safe. On these wider streets, they're just using patience. They know the time's on their hands. But we did see, on that last right turn there, I did see an officer try to put another spike strip out there to get that fourth tire to pop, but did not look like it was successful. But the driver streets going on the same pattern, and they're just waiting for him now to come again and get that fourth tire finally. So we'll see that happen. But look at the rims. Look at the flames coming off of that when he hits the brakes. Here he goes around that turn again. He's been on this turn on this street many times. This is Westlake. He's going to be sparking it up here on Westlake and coming back out to the major here in a moment. But we'll see if the officers, if he makes a right, I think if he makes a right-hand turn here, they may try that spike again. Here's a bunch of, one unit and a tow truck there blocking his way. So grinding away, look at that.
So maybe they're trying to corral him and steer him in a particular direction to, a stretch of road where they've got the spike strip. They didn't let him turn right there, so he obviously couldn't, so he went straight. Maybe there's a reason.
I think that front tire is his only saving grace right now.
Yeah.
It's the only thing keeping him straight, somewhat straight. But here's where we might see that spike strip, that attempt coming up at the corner. Well, let's see if it happens again here. If I'm not mistaken, that officer was there. Maybe he's moved. Oh, there it is. There was the spike strip right in front of him. He definitely went over it with all four, and it looks like that was successful. So we should see that front tire, the last remaining one, is now flattened.
Wow, so about 3 spike strips, I believe, already. 3 passengers that have exited the car and foot bailed, 2 that are in custody, a female passenger still on the run, as far as we know, was able to escape. Another passenger still in this car, and the suspect considered armed and dangerous. This starting in West LA at about 10:30 was when we got on top of it, and now you see this last spike strip may have done the job and is going to disable the car. And now let's see what happens here.
Let's hold here, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like he has just no traction whatsoever. And if he was to continue spinning those rims, it's just going to catch the car on fire. It might already. Look how much it's smoking but it looks like at this point this might be the end. The window coming down. Let me come out to a wider shot so we don't show anything graphic if something happens here. But again, they're dealing with armed and dangerous suspect or suspects in this vehicle. They're not going to take any chances with this driver.
Yeah, they're giving commands now. As we understand, there is a passenger along with the driver still in this car. So the commands and what we had heard from police is that they're going to approach this from 2 different angles, although that may change at this point as they have their standard package here in position as they issue commands for the suspect to get out, throw the keys, open the door, the windows down. Don't see the door opening as of yet. You can be sure the commands are being given. Is there a K-9 unit on scene? We don't know at this point. There is a large LAPD presence. Again, this suspect considered armed and dangerous. That may account for the number of officers you see here. Typically, you wouldn't see this many officers immediately in pursuit of a suspect, but indeed, there is a large presence here, of course, with air support as well. And you can see movement. The window appears to be down, the door's opening. This is how it's supposed to go up to this point.
Yeah, and he's complying. He's got his hands up. That's good. A good sign. He's going to step away from the vehicle, possibly walk back to the officers, or they'll have him lay down, and then they'll order the passenger out and do the same thing. So we'll see if the driver is going to comply. It looks like he's going to at this point. Looks like he's had enough. They're going to move him ahead a little bit. They're directing him what to do, and likely will lay down here on the street, and then they'll order the passenger out.
And hopefully will be in custody shortly. There he is laying on the ground.